Alrighty, we're streaming. Unfortunately, YouTube says that I've got a bad stream status. And I'm trying to, let's see what I can do to fix that, but, man, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens here. Alright, let's see if, let's begin. Tonight we're just going to be covering about stuff that I've gotten in the mail, in the flea markets, off of eBay, from friends, family. Basically, this is going to be an outline of what I'm going to be working on for the next couple of months. And the first thing is a box from Wisconsin off of Craigslist. My friend Mindy and Sean were kind enough to run over and pick this up for me. So, what's in the box? It's a big bag of stuff and a watch. We'll get to the watch in a minute. Crystals. Not just crystals, though. There was a tube, or a little canister of original Accutron grease, because everybody needs Accutron grease. And I also got there's a graver in here. These are all watch crystals. These are all different sizes, shapes, just all different kinds of watch crystals. Some of them are probably scratched beyond repair. Colored, square colored. There's some pretty cool ones in here. There's some pretty, like, here's a really nice one. Acrylic. It's thick. I don't know what it was to. You know, fairly small watch, but it's got a neat shape. It's full. A giant bag of crystals, which means when I get some downtime, I'll start laying these things out, separating them, measuring them, what have you. I'm not going to get too carried away, but I don't. Oh, this is for a Gruen number 80. Got a couple of them in here. Some pretty good sizes. They're filthy. I'm getting texts. Oh, hi, Dad. Online. No. Do. Giant bag of crystals. What I need is an intern to start going through all those. And my dad wants to watch this, and he's texting me like, "Where are you? How do I find you?" Let's see what he writes. Do. This makes for some good tubing, right? And he's typing something. Dun dun dun. I'll tell you what, we'll just set this up right here. He's probably having troubles finding it. The watch that came with it. It's an Invicta, which some people can't stand, some people kind of like. I am not going to throw shade on something that some people like. It's not, you know, there's some pretty, in my view, disgusting looking Invictas out there. But again, different people, different tastes, what have you. But this one's not so bad. This one's kind of cool. It's got a day date. I'll put this right up in front here. As you can see, it's kind of cool. It's, you know, pardon my crazy noises. Let's see here. my super cheap. Yeah. 44mm across. 51mm lug to lug. This is not for the faint of heart, but you know what? I think it fits pretty nice. So I don't know, maybe part of my collection. Maybe I'll do something with it. But there we go, one watch. Let's make a random phone call. See if the old man can find it. Good thing I don't have a lot of watchers on YouTube. Ooh, 3 ringy dingy. Hey! Did you find the stream? That's it. Steve the Skull. Oh, excellent. Did you see all the yeah. So Cooper's watching it? All right, I tell you what, I'm going to put something back on the screen and talk about it, and he might be pretty excited about this. All right? All right. Bye. All right. Back live. As I started the open stream with, some of you might have already watched this. If you already watched this, this is a bag of crystals, Cooper. And I'm willing to bet somewhere in this bag of crystals is a crystal that fits your watch. Or if it doesn't fit exactly, we can shave it down to fit. There's all kinds of crazy crystals. Square, round, hexagonal. Check that one out. It's pretty crazy. It's just all different. I got your crystal. It's in here. We'll find it. I'll bring it to Door County. We can start going through them all and checking them out. All right, so we already talked about this watch. This watch came with the watch crystals. The guy who sold it threw this in for free. This is a nice little Invicta. I shouldn't say a little. It's a pretty good size. All right. Next on the agenda. Some of you have already seen this already, but I'll put this back up. This is a Hamilton that I've been working on. Turn that light down a bit, a little bit strong. And as you can see, I lost the second hand. The second hand fell in there, but it's all clean dial. I blued the hands myself. So yeah, we turned it apart and getting that second hand up and running, and there you go. This one's a little small for me. They say the small watches are coming back in vogue, but that might be a little small. This one's really cool. This I got a little flea market actually when we first moved to Kentucky. It's an old Waltham. But what's interesting about this one are the lugs at the ends. Right here. So there's not like the normal pins. And basically this is like a trench watch, a World War I, World War II trench watch, so that you'd send a strap through it so that the pins wouldn't break. It was a lot more secure, a lot stronger. As you can see, this one's missing a crown, but that dial, man, that is in nice condition. So another project we're going to be working on. All right, these next, well, no, let's do one more pocket watch. This one from family, an Elgin. And that one again, just so clean, no cracks. open up the back and take a look at the condition. I haven't tried to run this one. I think this one's probably in need of a lot of care, some cleaning, but cleaning and oiling. But we'll get this one together. And all right, so those have been hanging out for a little bit. The next three are ones that I've gotten at a flea market. And the first one I spent a little too much money on. He's asking $25. I didn't haggle. I should have, but I didn't. But it's a tiny little pocket watch. Let's see here. Yeah, this is 28 millimeters. Lug to lug is 35 millimeters. Compare that with the Invicta. It's like the whole watch plus the lugs fit inside the dial of this one. It's just, but what really got me about this one, now let's see if we can get the color here. There's this copper, this salmon copper, and I don't know if we can get the color with this macro camera. Shoot, maybe not. What if we took it apart? Let's take it apart. These lovely blue hands. I mean, it's a very, inexpensive watch. It's nothing. There's nothing special or fancy about, but just the color of it. I thought it was. It's really not coming across on the screen that well. Shoot, because it's this really cool copper color. But anyway, hopefully I can get this one cleaned up, put on a nice little simple band, and sell it for $40 and make a little bit of a profit. All right, this next one is a pocket watch. My favorite. Now, I don't know. There's a company called Favorite that makes watchmaking tools. And I don't know if this is the same company or not. The only reason I got this one is because, that's the company that makes watchmaking tools. But I don't know if this is them or not. Or if someone is just jumping on the Favorite bandwagon. But this is just, it's horribly simple. Just flat stamped steel. Just nothing. There's no jewels. You compare that with, let's go back to this Elgin. Look, just the people ask me, hey, when I go to Chinese restaurants, do you eat with Chinese chopsticks? Well, no, I do not. But chopsticks are great for watchmaking. Pointing. Just, the amount of detail and the etching and it's really cool. And then you get something like this, and it's just full-on utilitarian. So it's going to be interesting to take this one apart and get it up and running. And the brass has got this definite patina that's just, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's very steampunkish, All right, this next one, this is the first of a kind for me for this. This is a stopwatch. I got this stopwatch. They had two stopwatches, and one of them had these numbers that were just fantastic numbers. But what got me was the dial. I love that, just the accent of that dial. I thought that was really cool. So, pop this open. We'll pop this open. And again, there's a, see the mechanics. See how it's locking the balance to stop it from running. Here we go. Stopwatch. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, this next one is a big one. This is the one that this was a lot of fun. This is from Liverpool, and I got it off of eBay from a guy in Argentina. So this thing's literally been all over the world. This is a pocket watch movement with the dial, no hands, and why he printed his name. Come on. Oh, hang on a second. Ow. Henry Prodsham, Liverpool. Now, if this was a fraud sham, I'd be rich. Frodsham was quite notable in the watchmaking, but Prodsham, not so much. But I do have a winning. Hang on a second. Let me. Back this one up. What's the kicker about this one is that it's called a Fusee. And what the Fusee is a chain that is driven from the going barrel, which is where the spring is, to the drivetrain. It uses an actual chain. And the Fusee is actually this conical cut, or this conical, well, we'll see, with a spiral around it where the chain unwinds. And the idea is that it would as it wound down, it'd be less and less force. So what we have here is you can see this right here, a little bit of gilt. There's this part right here is actually it's a lock, because this is all a dust cover. So we slide it like that, dust cover comes off, and on the back side, this is where it gets insane. There's so much to see here. There's just, I want to spend a minute or two just going over this face. This thing is filthy, by the way. It's going to get a thorough cleaning. But just all the etching and all the lettering. I'm going to zoom in on the lettering so you can see what exactly is going on. And then this one click wheel right here, we'll end up on this click wheel, and I'll show you what's going on there. But first, let's start with, zoom in here. There's the guy's name. You can see just hand etched. His little serial number, 2447. And then, so that's the one font. And then it goes into this other font for Liverpool, which is just heavy metal. I mean, this is just the coolest thing. I love that font. It's just, and then we go around a bit more, and here, all right, so let's see, it's gonna be hard to see here. You heat up steel, it's called bluing, where you heat up the steel, and then it turns a straw color, and then it'll turn a blue, and then a purple, and then a black. And if you stop it, the steel will hold it that color. Well, what he did was he did a groove. He blued this to that blue color, and you can see that little blue glint in there. You can see it more in live, but just on the screen, you see that little blue glint. And then he filed this down to clean steel and polished it down to the clean steel, leaving a ribbon of blue in that little cut. And I'd not seen that before. I had not seen a watchmaker do that. I think that is just taking it to another level. Here's a blued screw right here. You can see it as I shift the light. You know, you can just so anyway, it's the balance wheel. It's round, like, you know, yes, it's a round wheel, but I mean the wheel itself, and you can see it. So let's get the dial off. To get the dial off, we got a couple of pins. I got one of the pins up, but one of the pins was pretty stubborn. So it's right here. So we're going to pull some tools. And we're going to get jiggy with it. All right. This one should work. It's a little tiny pin. We can show it to you. That's it right there. I'm going to pull it out. There it is. There's the pin. Set that to the side. And there. Oh. So you can see, this is interesting. There's this brass or copper backing with an opening, and then you can see where the enamel's starting to crack. And it just looks like he enameled both sides . Why would you enamel both sides? Huh. Well, there you go. This is the minute wheel right here. Those typically do come off. All right, and then this is what's underneath the dial. Nothing too exciting, but still pretty cool. So let's get back to this Fusee that we were talking about. What are we talking about when we say Fusee? Well, I'm going to turn a light on. Deep inside there. This is the Fusee, and that's the chain right there. And what it does is, as you wind it, lost my screen. As you wind it, the chain winds around this Fusee. And the Fusee goes, get my fingers out of there. Get more of the, here's more of the chain in here. There you go. I'll be taking this more apart. I'll be taking my time with it. This is my first Fusee, but I probably won't be taking this apart for another month or two, because I've got a few other pocket watches I'm trying to finish up. But this one is definitely on the list of wanting to do pretty soon, because I think this thing is just so cool. So cool. All right, get this thing back together. Where are my pins? There's my pinholes, 1 and 2. Now, can I put my... This is going to be interesting. Can I put that pin back in? Da-da. Let's get that pin back in just so it's secure. Back in there. Whoa, wait a minute. Something's running in there. It's actually running. I've tried not to run it because it is so dirty and I don't want to do any damage. When you look in, you start seeing the gears turn. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't want to take any chances. All right, where's the hole? Tiny, tiny hole. All right. And then this goes like so. There we go. Back together. Back in the box. Pretty exciting. Alright, I've got one more watch to show. Save the best for last, as they say. Now here you're saying, well, I don't know, that one was pretty cool. I don't know how this was. But we were at a fundraiser last night for our school. And a bunch of businesses, you know, put things forward, like buying an auction and stuff. And Anne goes off to do all kinds of bidding on different stuff, and lo and behold, she wins a bid, and she wins for me a new watch. So let's take a look. Now we have to bring up the company name. This is actually made by a local Louisville jeweler. They've got a line of watches themselves. Merkley and Kendrick. Merkley Kendrick Jewelers. They're watchmakers. They've been in business since, what does that say? 1832. There we go. I love those hands. Those are really just slender, cool hands. The crystal is sapphire. The movement is a Swiss Swiss quartz, but I don't know which one. I haven't popped it open yet. I was thinking about reaching out to them and talking with them, see what they say. I don't want to open it yet. I've only had it for a day. Let's do some basic measurements. .40 millimeter, 45 lug to lug, 20 millimeter width on the and as you can see, it fits just fine. think I got pretty lucky there. No, I'll take it. That's gorgeous. And that's it. That's the watches for the day. I've got a couple of watches that I'm working on right now. They're on my bench, and I think I'm gonna kind of want to get this thing going because this thing looks just so cool. The stopwatch. I really dig that hand. I think this would be a really cool little project. Open this thing up. We can. Let's see if we can do this. So, start turning it and it engages. You can see it just, but it is wound up right now. It's not kicking. Let's see if we can. It is locked. Doesn't feel right. What does that writing say? Jules Racine, Swiss, unadjusted. Oh, look at you. Hello. Oh, look at you. Hello. All right. So this is kind of interesting. Let's go back in here. Dun, 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 dun. There was another watchmaker in here working on this thing, and you can see it. He left his mark. Let's see where to go. Where did you go? I see it. Hang on. Oh, wrong side. It's over here. There's an X scratched right there. That would not be production. Somebody, he probably just marked off to like remember where something went. But what's interesting is that look at that screw. That screw is lifting out naturally. Yeah, this thing wants to come apart. So, but this one will be good. This will be a fun little project. Hopefully we can get this thing running. There we go. That's the latest things that are in play coming up. Hopefully this Hamilton will be running soon. Get that second hand reattached and rolling, and then we'll start taking apart and cleaning other watches. Yeah. So now you know what to expect in my upcoming streams. I got quite a bit of things to work through. So, as I'm working on these things, I'm going to be doing some lathe, doing some taking apart, oiling, cleaning. If there's anything you want to see, you want to see me screw up because I'm still trying to learn this stuff, by all means, ping me, let me know. I'm going to take a look at this real quick. There it is. Just let me know, leave some comments. Maybe a, these are things goofy. V371, you can see, you know, you got it's a big watch. And of course, now you've got to have all of this plastic to hold it in this small movement for that big watch, because you know, they're slave to fashion. Invicta used to make really cool watches 100 years ago. They were some old school stuff, and they were bought out. I don't remember by whom. Swatch Group? Anyway, they started knocking out some fashion watches, and people love to go on and make fun of them, but this is one of the main reasons why I don't like to work on quartz watches, is because everything is just a battery. And it's not to say there aren't some cool quartz watches out there. There really are, but those are pretty high end. I'm going to do a quick search here on the V371, V371 battery replacement. Oh, probably isn't one. All right, back to the battery store we go. All right. Well, again, thank you all. This is it's a lot of fun. I hope the stream was good. Hope there wasn't a lot of buffering and the audio came through okay. I've been having some problems with that, but in watching it on the side, it looked like it was coming out all right. So hopefully that translates well. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. Thank you. Yeah, always gotta remember now. I gotta figure out how to shut off this screen. Oh yeah. All right. Bye.